Hey there, I'm Queenie Tan and I'm a published early childhood education specialist, a podcaster, a speaker, and a parenting coach. I help parents by giving them the strategy and the tools that they need so that they can gain control and focus more on creating meaningful influence on their children. Now, if you're watching this video today, it basically means there's something deep inside you that wants to do more, that wants to do better so that you can be more effective with your children. And I hope that this video will help you inch closer to your goal. So the title for today's video is A Different Perspective to Managing Tantrums, and the whole focus of this video is to help you see how crucial information and sound strategy makes a whole world of difference when it comes to understanding what children need and dealing with them. So here it is. Enjoy. Have you ever wondered why young children throw a tantrum? What do they intend to derive from it, or what are they trying to say? Have you ever been confused from so much conflicting advice about how to stop tantrums? Like to spank or not to spank? To let them be or not to let them be? To ignore them or to bribe them? Instead of all these options above, let me give you a different perspective to why some children throw a tantrum so that you're better able to choose how you want to address it. Okay, let's start with some inside information. An insight into child developmental psychology, the very stuff that teachers are trained to understand and to know by heart before they're qualified to work with young children. Young children are in some ways very similar to us, yet in many ways rather different. Let me explain. When it comes to young children, 1. They need to learn and to explore. Children are hardwired to learn and to explore, and this is done so effortlessly because that's their primary purpose: eat, sleep, and learn. Everything they come in contact with becomes a spontaneous lesson on its own, which they will explore with 100% of their energy and focus. Number 2, they need to move. Movement is another way that children learn because in order to manipulate and learn from the environment, they also need to learn how to master their physical coordination so that they can move around freely in their environment while they constantly test the limits of their physical agility. 3. They need a familiar environment and schedule. The younger the child, the more they will crave for a familiar environment and a predictable schedule. This also includes the people in their environment. While most children are willing to venture out to explore different environments and social settings, there will be times when they will need to regroup and to seek comfort in familiarity. 4. They need affection and to have their feelings validated. Aside from food, our children also need to constantly feed on vitamin love. They yearn for affection, especially at times when they're anxious or upset. This gives them the reassurance to find their center and to compose themselves as their repertoire of feelings increases with age. Like us, they need us to validate their feelings so that it helps them to feel valued and important. 5. They need to have a balanced diet, enough water, and sleep. As basic as it sounds, young children are particularly sensitive to what they eat and how much water and quality rest they get. These 3 elements are often the culprit for tantrums, inappropriate behavior, hyperactivity, absent-mindedness, and extreme mood swings. So now that you have a little understanding about the needs of young children, put yourself in their shoes. Imagine being at a restaurant where you had to sit still in one place for hours. Imagine waiting at a checkout counter at a noisy grocery store during your nap time. Imagine walking around a store with so many exciting things to explore which you are not allowed to touch. Imagine being at a party with lots of people whom you don't know and everybody keeps touching you, looking at you, and talking to you. You have needs that are not met and a limited vocabulary with which to express yourself or limited emotional awareness to figure out what's bugging you. So you do the best that you can to let your parents know by leaving them subtle cues, but they don't get it. Then you leave them more cues as you try really hard to keep it all together, but they tell you to stop complaining or whining or touching things or fidgeting. Your needs are still not met. Your concerns and your cues have gone unnoticed, your feelings are not validated, and the very people you trust to take care of you, your parents, either don't seem to care or just don't get it. If you were in this place, wouldn't you do whatever it takes just to be heard and understood? Well, in the adult world, it's called a protest or boycott or blackmail, where we make a big scene so that others can understand what truly matters to us. In a young child's world, it's called a tantrum. Like a protest, the only way to manage a full-blown tantrum is either with violence or by giving in. But here's another way. Prevention. We can prevent a tantrum like we prevent a protest, by figuring out which of our children's needs are not met and by trying to address them. We may not always meet them, but we can make provisions to cater to them to the best of our abilities. So the next time your child starts giving you cues that something is amiss, treat it like an advance warning, like an indicator light which tells you that your engine is overheating and about to seize up. If you respond promptly, it will save you a lot of hassle. Let's continue to learn how to accurately interpret children's cues, how to troubleshoot to find out which needs are not met, and how to create plenty of opportunities so that we make use of their learning hyperdrive period called childhood. This learning will change the way you look at, treat, and respond to your children. Stay tuned for more videos coming your way. Hey there and welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've got a good friend of mine put a video script together so that the message becomes more fun and interesting and engaging. However, the whole purpose of the video is to show you exactly how important it is to be informed as a parent, because it changes everything. It changes the way you understand your children, the way you respond to them, and the way you interact with them. And the video is only 5 minutes long, or rather should I say 5 minutes short. And you're already starting to process it, to think about the similarities and differences in your assumptions, and possibly, how you can integrate it into your parenting style. And it's only 5 minutes long. Imagine what you learn in 12 weeks. Imagine the transformation it'll make in your lives and your children's lives, because that's basically what we do. My Inner Circle for Parents, we deal with crucial information and strategies. And with this too, I will help you to develop tools so that you can be very, very effective and be able to impact your children in a positive way. Now, if you're asking, all this is new to me. I've read books, parenting books. I've read a lot of articles on the websites, on internet, and not many of this have worked. A lot of these techniques did not really work with me and my children. So how do I know if this is going to apply to me? Now, if you're asking that question, it's a really, really good question, because we have limited time and energy. And if we're going to invest any time and energy being better parents, we have to make sure that it counts and that it's going to be effective. Now, here's the magic. I don't teach techniques. So if you're wondering if these techniques will work, don't wonder. I don't teach techniques. Not that I don't have any. I can teach techniques. I've been working with really, really young children for 15 years. I have trained teachers for more than 10 years, and I work with parents for more than 6 years. I know techniques, but I don't teach it, because techniques changes. Techniques come and go. Techniques are dependent on circumstances and settings and situations. They are very, very fluid. What I teach is underlying principles and strategies, because these are timeless. Okay, and with this, you're going to understand exactly how your children function, how they think, and how they behave. Now, this understanding plus awareness is the very two things you need to develop the tools, and this is where I come in. Okay, because I'll come in and I'll teach you exactly how to integrate these tools into your parenting style and to meet the very, very specific needs of your children. Okay, so if you're going to invest any time and energy in learning to be a better parent, do yourself a favor. Don't learn techniques, learn strategies. Okay, so if you like this video, you're going to absolutely love the next one, because the next one we're going to deal with some super strong stuff. I don't want to say difficult topic, I just say it's super strong stuff, because it's a very, very topic that parents struggle with constantly, and most just cringe when the topic rises. So in the next video, the title is going to be Setting Limits, How We Can Teach Our Children to Be Disciplined. Okay, so you're going to absolutely love this video, because it's going to open up your eyes and it's going to get you thinking every time you have to struggle or you have challenges with discipline. Okay, so I'm not going to give away too much. Stay tuned for the next video.